Greetings, weary traveler, come, warm yourself by the fire, and let us regale you with mighty tales, tales of adventure, tales of heroism, and tales of Tamriel. I am your host, Arkhaniir, restarting this show while being live, and with me today joining us the founder and the advisor himself, Aggelos, who's kind of blended in with his green screen somehow. Are you okay there, Ag?
I am, but didn't we just have in the pre-show a talk about being terrified about deja vu? And it feels like that's what this entire show is.
Yeah.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
This didn't happen at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
I might be experiencing nightmare fuel.
Promethean, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you very much. How are you?
He was doing
good,
well.
doing good.
Yeah. This is just a facade.
Right, now you're currently in a spiral of insanity.
And Lotus, how are you doing?
Good, for only the people in chat will realize that I'm still trying to get this cork out of this meat. And have some clue of what the hell I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, we sort of railed back the show, or stopped derailing at least, hopefully. But before we continue, we gotta say, well, one more shout out to our Patreon and Twitch supporters, because they help us. David Vanderhoff, Donald Fleming, Angelic James, and Travis Howard, or T. Howard, as we like to say. Thank you all so much for supporting us over at Patreon and on Twitch. It helps us keep lit the metaphorical torches, and that was a messed up sentence anyway. Alright, so let's start with Tales, otherwise we are going to keep redoing this show over and over again, just a section, in an infinite loop of never-ending intros. Yeah. So,
Tales of Intros is the new show we're doing from now on.
It's too bad the episode number isn't like a palindrome or something, so that it can just be looping on itself forever.
Intros and audio checks. There it is. That's the title.
Intros and audio checks.
That's, yep.
Sounds like a 90s pop CD.
So I'm thinking we should start with Tales, and we should start with Promethean, because he seems to be the only one who doesn't have me-related tales.
No, I don't. I have
what this means, right? You now need to create a
right. We gotta you gotta come up with some type of clever.
So
that'd be mesmerizing to have everybody do one.
The only issue is that I'm terrible with wordplay, as you just found out. Wordplay and I are not good friends. Yeah, so I've been thinking about this.
Arkhaniir.
I could.
Elfanier, right there you go.
I could just rename. Well, it's a female high elf.
Even better.
All right. Very important announcement, real quickly. Moving forward, Tales of Tamriel will be having only one host and no co-host. or
I will talk to myself.
Or we are now applications are open for co-host spots. The contract is only there's like do not mess with me. Sign. I will not mess with Arkhaniir. Signed, whoever you are, and we can talk business. And now chat has joined on it.
It's true. They've been chiming in quite festively. Varying degrees.
Arkhaniir's Sinister Souls is the name of my.
Yep. So we've got Arkhaniir.
You don't get to claim anything with Altmerilos.
That's beautiful.
All right, Promethean, go ahead. You can continue.
Yeah. All right. So this week, as every week that's not a holiday event, I like to get back into like the swing of my usual ESO habits, which include pug dungeons, which have actually been going really well. And I also refound my joy for dungeons. I just like dungeons and trials. I don't know. It's something about those. If you get a good group, it's like really enjoyable, and so I never really have an issue with it, which is fun.
Yeah.
I also, because of doing all of these dungeons during like the off season, I guess, I've been getting a bunch of my Slayer challenges done, which is really quite nice. And I finished all of my like speed runs for the base game dungeons, which I was super happy about. So I'm trying to get the Deadlands Adept title, which is a bunch of stuff with City of Ash 2. So that's been consuming a bunch of time as well.
Just a quick side question. Do you have the Survivor one for that, doing a no death?
No.
Okay, so we need to group for that because I've always had somebody die, including a flawless run where somebody fell out of a tree and died. And I'm like, oh, come on.
No, the City of Ash. Oh, I don't know. I think I have it for 1, but I need it for 2.
Yes, that's the one I need. It's the only trophy I don't have in the base vet dungeons, period.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it with you because I need
Fantastic.
that. And then like I still need to go through and kill like 43 more flame colossi or something because you need some absurd amount, and there's 3 of them in every dungeon.
There's one on each side path and the one in the middle. Yep.
I'm like, this is cool. This is gonna take me the rest of my life, but it's fine. Along with that and Grandmaster Crafting Harvester, I'm at like 5,000 out of 10,000 nodes, so that's also a thing. But I'll be happy to know that I've been doing the Murkmire dailies, the prepping ones, again, because I love Murkmire and all things Argonian related. And I started it on like Tuesday or something, and I went to the one in the Rift where you have to get the mammoth steaks, and then you go talk and you drink with the Nord and you tell them a joke. And I was just like hysterically laughing at the joke, and they're like not even good. They're just like the terrible dad jokes, and I forgot how funny it was to go and just drink with this random Nord and listen to our awful jokes.
Yeah, the Daedric ones are the funniest.
Yeah.
They're so dumb.
The horse one is it was what kind of bread does the horse like or something, and it's like thoroughbred. I was like, this is so bad.
That is awesome. I don't know what
that's the one that it just like got. I'm trying going through all, trying to hit them all, and I should start writing them down and just like throw them out every once in a while. But I'm still missing swamp jelly pieces after, of course, but that's part of Lotus's Tales, so I'm gonna let him keep that with a different rune box. But the most exciting thing is I looked at my PlayStation stats. So for those of you who are on PlayStation, you can look at your like 2018 stats. I don't know if you've done that yet, Lotus, but that's super cool to look at.
Yes, I actually really liked that. That was very cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so I found out that I spent 1,084 hours, so which is like probably nothing compared to some people, and it's pretty low considering I didn't play the game at all like the first 2 months of the year because of school and stuff. And then my next highest game was at 88 hours. And so I realized that I spend way too much time in it and maybe should branch out, but also I'm not going to.
I should, but I'm not. You know?
But I will not. No, I enjoy it too much. And I don't think I did anything else this week. I found a motif that I needed for ages and stuff like that, but nothing that makes a good tale.
So wait, you like Argonians then?
Oh,
How much do you like Argonians?
Alright, so every Elder Scrolls game I've played, I've made an Argonian as my first character, like Oblivion, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls.
I gotta get Nate on the show and have Promethean there then. I want to see how that will unfold.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always had like a fascination with they're just like fun.
Everyone has a, right to be wrong at times.
Well,
I mean, it's better. At least yours is a better obsession than Arkhaniir and his Altmer obsession. But
yeah,
okay, hold on. I gotta give a couple shout outs here. Couple of them. One for Sinister Souls, James. Thank you so much for that Twitch sub on 3 months. And I gotta read this. None knows why Promethean likes Murkmire so much, but if Ark think the Guar is an abomination, he should check out that lizard wolf just.
The thing is super awkward.
Yeah, I don't like those.
I actually don't mind them, but I wish I could kill them. Like,
Yeah.
like I don't mind them existing, like they're cool models, but I feel like they should be wildlife that I can slay for food.
Also, this is from Twitter about you both playing Altmers to, you know.
Yes, this is
with
very
me.
funny.
This is from Mikey Mesh. Arkhaniir, you know the whole Guarnir and Arkhaniir thing is just an excuse for Aggelos and Lotus to live out their AD high elf fantasies and act like it's just to poke fun at you. And it's the most truthful statement since Heimskar preached Talos.
I also liked how it hashtag
Team Arkhaniir, yeah.
Hashtag Team Arkhaniir.
It's the thing,
so, so we found one of the two people you mentioned that we were on your side.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I thought I laughed so hard at work when I saw that. I mean, that is so awesome.
You and your two fans, I love it.
Hey, I think it's 3. We have a couple Guar haters like myself.
You can't count yourself
and
as a
we
fan.
have Mikey Mesh. I'm not counting myself. It's 4 with me. Come on.
I mean, I can see where he's coming from. Like, I don't hate the Guars, but I don't go out of my way to use them by any means.
No, I love Guars.
I straight up
Guars
hate
are
them.
actually pretty cool.
I straight up
My
hate
favorite are the Bantam Guar.
Oh, yes, I love those.
Like
little
Those little
dinosaur
chicken
chickens.
ones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
okay.
the small little chickens.
Let
They're
me
little
explain
times.
how much I hate Guars. If we were doing the most difficult dungeon, some like veteran, hard mode, Black Rose Prison, no death run without a healer, right? And
Okay.
final boss is like 1% health. He's about to die. And a Guar runs by, and I have 2 options. I can kill the Guar, and I can keep tanking the boss. But if I kill the Guar, I'm totally dead. I would kill the Guar.
Monster.
You're a monster!
See, here's the thing. What's that Guar doing there in that extreme combat zone? He's the leader. He's
you need
trying
to protect
escape.
him since you talk
No.
about being a tank
He's-
all the time, you know.
That
Guar
Guar
safe.
knows his most fearsome minion, the boss that we've been fighting for several hours now, is about to die, and he's next. So the Guard is running away. That's why he's running away there. That's why he's there. He's the leader of all this. So the boss is just a minion. The boss, it doesn't matter if the boss is dead. You gotta take the head. So, and that's the Guard. All right, that was my tales.
That's my tale.
The
My hypothetical
non-existent
tales of what I would do in dungeon.
Yeah, but I haven't played any games this week, like at all. So I don't have tales. But Lotus, I see you have tales as well. Why don't you go ahead and don't talk about them because I know.
Skip that last one.
What?
So, in relation to what Promethean had mentioned, I have been trying to collect those little pieces of these things. I finished my swamp jelly by myself doing these Murkmire prologue daily things. I have 15 left. You get 5 a day, i.e. I have 3 more days of Murkmire dailies, and I'm done with Murkmire dailies forever.
Which Murkmire dailies? Like
the prologue ones?
Okay, the
ones.
prologue
Yeah, I'm doing the
ones,
prologue.
right.
I still have yet to set foot in Murkmire proper. I wanted to actually finish those little thingies first.
Yeah.
But I got the last of the swamp jelly pieces, and any extra ones I get, I'll be sending to you, Promethean, because now, like, I've sold stray ones, but I just kept getting the same pieces for a while. I got my last one and pieced it together, and it was, again, I was like, oh, this is... It just makes little farty sounds like the Betty Netch that follows me around. So I'm like, oh, it's basically the same thing with points.
Yeah, it's so cute.
But then the reason I want to make sure that I send any stuff to Promethean is my saga of running loops with Guarnir in Sunhold has finally come to an end. As the other day, we kind of were just discussing which piece I might not have. And you had mentioned you had 1 piece from there. And out of all the pieces I've gotten, including a final tally count when I started keeping track of 32, I believe I got of the writings, which is just completely ridiculous. the one piece you had gotten was the only piece I never saw. So you sent it to me. I completed it. Have you seen it yet? For me, it is
No.
okay. So I'm usually like, hey, I don't need to needlessly be mean. Whoever designed that thing, come on, that is super lame.
Oh no!
So I did it in front of a bunch of people, and someone asked if I had a sparkler, and I was like, sort of. It literally just, you put out your hand and it goes, and a little light shows up, and then it stops, and that's the end of it. That's the entire thing. It's like 2 seconds long, and it's not even a memento. It goes in your emotes wheel. You made an emote.
Here's the thing. What did you expect of something that you are getting from Somerset?
That is valid. That is valid.
You've got a cat from the other one.
Yeah, I was just... I don't know what I was expecting. I just wasn't expecting that. I was kind of like, oh, that was a lot of work for that. Like, oh dear. So yeah, but it's done. So it's all done.
The pain
Now
is
you
over.
get the joy of going to Merkmire. Yay, you!
Yeah, well,
Yes.
I'll light my way through the swamps with my sparkler. So
You probably shouldn't do that. You shouldn't bring any open flame because of all.
yeah,
the
it'll just
swamp
light the
gas.
place on fire.
Yeah.
Mm.
Literally, all of Merkmire just gets burned up, and honestly, I don't see a problem with that. It sounds okay.
Let's see. What else did I do? Oh, the other thing I did, I mean, I ran some random dungeons, and stuff is super.
What is it that Ark always says? Hippity hoppity, Argonians are property.
property?
That's I can't take credit for that. That's Ophelia Noir's saying, but I love it.
So funny. Oh yeah, actually, from chat, yeah, Sinister Souls actually are it.
It made
When,
me sad, yeah.
Yeah, it made a lot of people sad when I showed it off. So, that'll bring. I'll skip down. That'll bring me to the part of the Tales of Arkhaniir here.
I'm looking at the show notes and it doesn't say.
No, you don't see it.
It doesn't say it.
That's okay. I backed it up. I
So, I was free Wednesday, which is not something I usually get to do. And the Lore Seekers, one of our sister podcasts, the PS4 Guild was doing their World Boss Wednesday, where they pick a zone and clear it out of all the world bosses. So I figured, hey, I can totally join, but I have everything completed on my main. I was like, I know, I'll bring Arkhaniir, which... Shout out to all of the Lore Seekers for immediately knowing who it was, because that was the funniest intro to anything I've ever had. Because they're like, oh, hey, Lotus joined, whatever. They're like, oh, you on your dude? And they're like, I forget who it was, who's like, please tell me you're on Arkhaniir. And I was like, actually, I am. And they're like, okay, where are you? And again, I didn't recognize whose name's who, because it was a pretty decent sized group of us. It goes, oh, never mind. I see him. He's riding a guar with another guar next to him. And
Lore
since my
Seekers.
run speed is 1, because I never upgrade him, it was the slowest trek over to them, possibly ever. But we had a nice, successful run with the Lore Seekers. We beat up all the creatures in Grotwood. I showed off the little snow globy thing, the Sigix lightning globe, whatever, which was tragic. But yeah, Arkhaniir made his appearance.
Yeah.
Got
Then
to
you sent
print
me a
about
picture
we,
with everyone, the entire guild riding Guars, the cult of.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's exactly it. As Sinister Souls mentioned, we got everybody on Guar. I think there were 16 people in that picture, like roaming around with Guars trying to get into the picture.
That's awesome.
Yep. It was very, very festive. It was a community building event.
I love Lore Seekers. I love you guys. But this whole thing started with you and Lotus.
I know, with the Cult of Guar.
Yeah, the Cult of Guar is the start of all this.
It
Come
was
on.
the Imperial City event I streamed, and you came in and wanted me off the...
I was like trying to bribe Lotus to get him off of his Guar, but then Lotus got off his Guar, yes, but everyone else jumped on their guars because I made Lotus drop his guar. I was like, oh, come on. Also,
that sounds appropriate.
Sinolus, thanks so much for using your Twitch Prime to subscribe.
Thank you for that.
Much appreciated.
That was the other thing about that too was my buddy John at the time. He actually didn't have a
buddy
guar.
Now, or?
Well, no. While we were in there, and Ark was trying to dissuade us from all riding around on guars while I got off mine, he went into the crown store and bought a guar while he was trying to get us to not be on them. And he's like, "Okay, never mind. I got one now." He just went in, just dropped like $15 and got like that ridiculous red, white, and blue one.
Yeah.
The circus guar. I love him.
The one that I hate the most.
And bought that thing, and he was like, "Oh, I don't want to be left out. I got to."
Just so you know, Arkhaniir, that's the one you ride.
I've recently put you on the Sijic guar. Yeah, very fancy.
Elf guar.
Yeah,
Elf guar.
He's slowly trying to hide himself.
The shame is great. I understand.
I'm gonna do the show like this.
And then, what is it? Oh, and the only other thing that I have of note, just because
I want to point out before you say this, Arkhaniir did say, I said to him, "I'll host the show tonight," because he wasn't feeling good. His words, and I quote, were, No, I want to be there. I enjoy doing this show. I just want that word to be echoed out when he said this.
How is everything I say is used against me? What is this? I feel like I'm being arrested. Like, you say, will and behold
really
against you, the court of Tales of Tamriel.
Everything around.
Yeah, from now on, this is what I'm calling the show: the Court of Tales. Everything is.
We could use the People's Court jingle to come in.
Oh, can we each have one of those crow court things stand in for our actual video feed?
What is a little
each pick? Yeah, we each pick one of those obnoxious squawking crows.
Yes,
I think I can set that up. Yeah.
Yeah, I want the one that gives you the obnoxious daily.
Oh God. It's awful.
Yo.
That's acceptable.
Yes.
No.
See?
No.
It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell was I saying? Oh, right. The only other thing I had, because I kind of wanted your guys' opinion on this. Have you all done? I know you have, Ag. Have you guys all done the Sijic Order quest line?
No.
Yeah,
no.
I have.
Okay.
I have.
So. I get that some people complain, like a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's so grindy," and I don't mind grindy or whatever. How long is this?
Long.
It's like 14 quests or something.
Okay, because like I really didn't mind it for a while, and then when I pieced together the staff, I'm like, "Oh, I got to be getting close to the end," but
no,
my skill line's only at 4.
The staff is only just completed. You're like a third of the way.
Yeah, and so then I went out, collected the next group, and just put together the next part of the staff. And they're like, "Oh, they're repelling each other." And I'm like, I see. How many pieces of this staff exactly are we building?
I think between the portals and the pieces, you close like 90 things almost.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm probably only about 2/3 through this.
Synalis in chat actually
close.
Synalis in chat has actually explained this very well. Yes, I walked Tamriel for 2,000 years.
I mean, honestly, we had this discussion when Ark and I did the spoiler episode for Somerset.
Right.
The
which I haven't listened
story
to.
of the Sijic one is good.
Cool.
If it was only one quest.
Yes.
Yes.
I do remember you mentioning that. I completely agree with that now because it seems like usually they get to their point and you're done. This one seems like, okay, let's
you get
stretch
to the
this out
end
to really show you where everything. Like, I'm good. I know how to traverse Tamriel. Like,
you will legitly, when you get to the end, go, "Wow, that was a good story," but man, it took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
That's what your thought's going to be. Because it really was the ending is pretty epic. Like, it actually is really epic. It's
that's what's been my desire to keep going because I like the story quite a bit.
and I'm filler crap in between that gets you kind of.
That's exactly it. It's been the filler stuff because I've been wanting to keep going. And like people have mentioned in chat, the Blue Skull, the Augur of the Obscure is hysterical.
I was just going to say that.
That alone makes it worth it.
Yes, he is amazing. I love his little... You don't mind if I call you Meatbag, do you, Meatbag? Of course not.
That alone, I would do the whole quest again in order to get in.
I wish I could. I am just... In my core, I am so against grinding. It's like and artificial grinding. That is like grinding that is made
my problem.
To simply increase gameplay time. Like
it really feels like it's stretched out in this too. Which is like I said, the writing is good. So I'm like, you know what? I want to keep because I want to happen. I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything, but like, I'm very curious if a twist that I'm pretty sure is coming actually is coming with a family-related thing. So I'm like, okay, I think I know where this is going, but I'm like really interested, even if it is where it's going. So I'm like, okay, and then open up your map, and I was like, oh no, not 9 more. No, please don't show me all of Grotwood, please. It's like, don't do this to me. So yeah, that's the only other thing. I was just curious what you guys thought because I like the story, don't like the quest structure on that one.
That story would legitly probably be one of my favorite quests in the game if they would removed every single one of the portal closures,
or just do one. So it's like okay, fine. Here's the Nibbit. What do you Bay? I think. Right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, okay, it's in this region. That's fine. One of those would have been great. And then you can even do one for the digging up the chunks where you have to follow the lights. Those ones aren't as bad. But those maps, my God, it's just like, alrighty. We're going to be at this for a long time.
I wish I could say it gets better, but
it gets exactly the same until the end.
The final quest line, the very final one, feels good. And the reward... The talking skull that goes in your house is amazing.
That's the only reason I want to do it, but I get so little game time as it is. Like, I didn't play any games this entire week, and I don't want to spend my little game time just running around looking at my map. Come on, Zod.
Yeah, grinding that thing.
It's really sad. I legitly agree. It's so sad because it's one of the probably best quest lines in the game hidden behind one of the worst presentations.
Which is too bad because usually I like that they don't drill you with stuff like that. It's like if you're going to do a quest, it's just like whatever, this is just a story heavy quest. There's very little fighting or whatever. I like the fact that they do that. It's just like and this one it's just like, oh boy. That's a little unfortunate with that one, so hopefully they don't really do that again.
I mean, the thing is, they have to, and they will keep doing this. Otherwise, these DLCs would take 5 hours to complete. Like, if you just presented me with the story, it's gonna be 5 hours to complete, which I am actually totally fine. I'm okay, absolutely okay, with paying for a DLC that is only story if you don't want to do anything else. But most people will start complaining like, oh, but the DLC took 5 hours to complete. It's a trash DLC. Well, grind for the other stuff.
You could argue that Skyrim only takes you about 8 hours if you only do the Dovahkiin storyline.
Yeah, I mean, I am completely fine with it. Like, add grindable collectibles or new item sets to the DLC that you need to do the ugly, hectic grind. But give me the story just on its own. It's for me. Because I don't care about the collectibles. Well, some of them I do. But I don't care about the end game items. Like, if I don't have a set, I don't have it. I don't care. I can work with what I have.
And that's your situation that you've stumbled into with the grind of Dark Brotherhood, isn't it?
Yes, I'm still halfway through Dark Brotherhood questline.
And it's such a good story. But again, you're kind of like walled behind, like, I need to do the...
I need to keep killing dudes in Tamriel. It's like... Just keep killing random people. Now, if the quest always gave me Altmers to kill, that would be fine. Because that's something I do anyway. But, like, you gotta go kill a Nord, you gotta go kill a Dunmer, you gotta go kill a Breton. Like, all these races, I don't have a problem with. Specifically, at least, not like Altmers. Like, okay, I may not like Bosmer, but I don't hate them like Altmers.
Yeah, you don't need to hunt all of them to extinction.
If I'm going to kill someone for cities, I can just clear out the entire Somerset Island. It's fine. Bunch of souls there. But yeah.
2 DLCs at once right there. Boom, Dark Brotherhood done and Somerset done. No quest givers left.
Another thing is, if it gave me like if Dark Brotherhood rank increased by just using Blade of Woe without a quest on random people, that would be doable as well. Because then I would put on Netflix, whatever, and just start killing through a city. But that's
why Thieves Guild was a little easier, because any freaking stealing you did essentially allowed you to raise that rank.
Right, yeah. So being a good pickpocket, it was like, okay, well, if you're just doing this regardless, boom, you're leveled up. Like,
that's why I was able to, like, I didn't play the Thieves Guild storyline because I didn't have time and I want the skill points and the smuggler NPC. So I just grinded my way through very quickly to the end of it. Skipped everything, did a full grind, because you can take you can abandon quest and pick a new one until it's the easy one and keep doing it, because my pickpocket skill was low.
But
yeah, you can do that for every daily repeatable ag. Like,
yeah,
you go to Battlegrounds. I did not
know that.
Yeah, you can go to Battlegrounds, for example. You can just, if you are doing just one daily, that is, you can just drop everything until you get the Earn 1000 Medals one. It won't give you it again, but if you're just after one daily, you can do that. All right.
That would have been incredibly helpful during the New Year event, because anytime I got the Merkmeyer fishing one, I'm just like, darn it.
I don't want to go into swamps.
Well, the one trick with that, which I just did, was I just fished up a whole bunch of the things. Yeah. So all I would do is just turn it in, because it would backlog all your fish.
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned one of my buddies tried to sell it as a joke, and people started buying it. So he just sat there fishing and made a small fortune just selling off like a week's worth of fish. So people just didn't do the quest. They were just like, yep, I'll just take this and maybe I'll get a writ.
Well, was that it, Lotus, from your tales?
That is all for me.
In that case, we are going to skip Aggelos. Alright, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, because I legitly only did like a few things this entire week. Obviously, I signed on to do my daily login rewards, because that's what I do. And as soon as signing in, I was immediately depressed and realized I probably don't have to sign in for the entire month of February.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually don't have that cosmetic, so maybe I'm going to want to do it. But I mean, I don't really have... Well, I should say I don't have female characters, because they all carry my burdens.
Right, you've got the harem back at base.
Yeah, the harem, yeah. I'm sworn to carry your burdens, so that works out for me. But I don't know. Like, I'll have to check. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I will. I don't.
Yeah, they're very forgettable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It really is. It's very forgettable, and I in all honesty, I have other costumes, so why would I even bother with that one kind of deal? So I was like, all right. So I logged in, got that. I'm like, well, let's see. What do I want to do on my main? I did some PvP Battlegrounds. It was okay. Nothing really to write home about. I finished a 5-win quest, which was cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, because that was hanging again, because I didn't know about the whole turning crap in, so I'm could have just abandoned that and picked up a different daily. But hey, you know, whatever. I finally finished that, so now I'm done with that quest, and the next one I have is like the 1000 medal one.
Yep.
But I've been messing around with just being the most annoying bow person you can. Picked up every single dot, poison arrow, acid spray, everything, and I just kind of sit up. I bought some marksman gear to boost my art. I'm squishy like all get out, but marksman gear is pretty nice with the bow, and I've been playing with that in Battlegrounds just to be annoying to the people in there. And if I can I'm trying to remember the one map it is. I cannot remember, but it's the capture the flag type map where it's essentially the Imperial City.
Oh, yeah, Arcane University.
Arcane University, yeah. And I sit up on the top up there and run around the top. I don't even go after the portals or the maps. I just wait for people to come in and then like shoot them from up high. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Because of course then they're poison. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, a lot of annoying and I'm fine with this.
Yeah, no, that's actually a very valid strategy, as anybody who fought against me in Battlegrounds knows. I don't so much do damage so much as I just annoyingly sit preventing you from doing the objective.
Yeah.
And if I can get people really irritated, I lead them away from the objective and they're more obsessed with killing me than doing the mode, and then my teammates just win the game.
Yeah.
It's really funny like that, but yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I do. So, yeah, and I've been playing with that a good bit, and yeah, I mean, that's the one thing I did. Then what was else? Oh, right. The reason why I'm here in the first place, the Tales of Arkhaniir.
Well, we are 50 minutes into the show, and we still have news to do. So
I know, but I'll make it somewhat quick. I think maybe. So Arkhaniir is found his real calling. He has joined the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood. I've been working on both of those.
Very nice.
Felt like doing both.
Ambitious.
The sad part is I think I'm already higher ranked than what Arkhaniir is in the Dark Brotherhood.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, so
it's an overachiever as well.
Yeah, no, he's really taken to it. Specifically for the Tales, I decided to go out and start doing a bunch of thieving, but this Arkhaniir has a creed. He only attacks those who are not of the perfect Altmer race. So he targets Nords and Bretons almost exclusively.
Oh,
and
wow.
Yeah. It's pretty sad that he pretty much only goes after milk drinkers.
What a monster.
I know, he's awful, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's awful at that point. But yeah, you'll see me running around. I was running around I wanted to see how many people I could kill in oh crud. Why am I drawing a blank on the town? It's in Eastmarch, Windhelm. How many Nords I could kill in Windhelm before I was discovered?
They were also drunk, so I missed a lot.
So
I just noticed that today.
You became an Altmer and killed a lot of Nords just to poke fun at me, really?
Yeah, that's legitly what I did.
Savage.
That is legitly what I did. I was bored like crazy one night. I'm like, let's just see what happened, because I did that. I did it before on my main character too.
You guys my can't see the stream, right?
Wasn't even paying attention to stream.
You
what about Imperials? Does he kill them? No, Imperials are below my entire like. They're a garbage race. So
that's fine.
If you look at last week's episode and saw the DPS tallies, they're legitly a garbage race. So
I was gonna say they're
actually below Nord in almost everything.
I saw that they had a rating lower than Nord. I was like, oh, hey, Casual Ranger, high five on the losers.
Yeah.
At least sorry, Casual.
Well, not even that. They only get like a 4 on that. Like, they're not even good tanks.
Yeah, I always like their idea that when they smack stuff, and now it'll be direct impact, they get resources so heavily back. I thought that was always a neat feature.
Sure, the red diamond passive, but it's not strong enough.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. That's it.
Not with how healing's done in this game, because it's not enough to actually heal you completely, or even a little bit.
Right.
And most things either kill you outright are barely touch you with how the healing is in this game.
Yes.
It's sort of worthless if you have a healer, because that healer is just going to be able to, keep you up regardless, right? So
yeah. I mean, it's going to affect more in PvP. I mean, for PvE, at least for tanks.
Oh, in PvE, yeah, it's super not important.
In PvE, for us, there isn't anything that really kills us outright anyway, unless you don't avoid the one-shot mechanics. So just a little bit of that change doesn't hurt, but in PvP, it's going to have some.
Well, sure, because everything's largely dot damage, or can you survive the burst until there's resources?
Mm-hmm. Right. So anyway, as I was saying, my goal, or not my goal, but my record was 42.
Wow, that's
you
a
killed
lot of dead
42
Nords.
Before I got caught. Yeah.
You're a disgrace to your own kind.
And sentenced to permadeath.
Oh, that's so many.
42. Yeah. So
Shame.
Put you in the cart over to Solitude for another beheading.
Even I, despite all my hate against Guars, don't go on a killing spree just to make fun. Okay.
That's just because there's not enough Guars in one location. That's
this is also true.
I will not lie. I have found a pretty substantial colony of Guars by the Vex Antlerway Shrine, as I've been doing my.
No, he's making a note.
Where is it again?
Where is this?
Can you tell me that once more?
Exact location, please.
So I'm gonna make you run the Murkmire quest for you to find this out. This is how this now works.
You're going to enjoy Murkmire if you want to kill all the Guars. But see, I did the same thing on my main though with Somerset. Like before I even did any of the quests, I ran around Blade of Woeing every single Altmer I could find in Somerset.
That's doable. That's if you didn't do that, you haven't had the full Somerset experience.
Yeah. So after I got that and I got caught, I decided, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make Arkhaniir the most hated elf in Tamriel. I wanted to see how high of a bounty I could get. Let's just say next week I probably won't have Arkhaniir Tales because he's up to 8 million bounty.
What?
That is phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
He's up to 8 million bounty.
Wait, is that even possible?
Well, remember, he is a Magicka Templar, so he heals like crazy.
Yeah.
Every time he hits. I literally would run into town, hit NPCs on the run, get like 30 NPCs, guards included, and just mow them down. Now, I couldn't kill the guards, but I would run away.
Guards after like 10 seconds switch to insta-kill mode, regardless of how much you heal.
Well, as long as you stay out of their talent, like the talent.
Yeah.
If you can keep combat rolling out, as long as they don't get the poke on you, you should be good.
They never had that much time with me because almost every time I was doing this, you also got to remember, by the time I had gathered everything together, almost everything else died in a hit or two anyway.
Right.
So,
bash and run.
Yeah, it was like they'd be chasing me. I would get everything around, turn around, just puncturing sweep everything, and then just book it for the hills. And then I'd move to the next town. I did all of this in the Lobby area, why am I drawing a blank? Not Sunhold, not Somerset. It was
Aridon?
Vocal Guard area. Yeah, that entire island is where I did my work. And
8 million.
So I'm officially very
8
impressed.
million or 80 million?
8 million.
8 million. Okay, that's still insane.
Even it's still insane because you have something that the Grand Amnesty Edict, that gold $100,000 removal thing.
Oh yeah, it won't even
scratch.
Yeah, it won't even touch it. Because I'm always
like, what would I do to even use this stupid thing? Yeah. So it's just I have a permanently missing inventory slot because I won't get rid of it. I'm like, I should just go on a murder spree just to use this stupid thing.
Well, that was originally my thought. I'm like, I'll just go up there, but then I'm like, let's just see. And you can kind of avoid the guards and tap people, and that was an easy thing to do. Like, because he is Magicka, so he had a staff. So I would run around and just shoot people with the staff, and then bunch them all up. Only one hit, and then I would run. Right, like I'm not sticking around for long. I'm not making the kill right away, but I'm attacking the person because, of course, when they attack, every once in a while, they'll aggro their buddies next to them too.
Right.
Hey,
so I was just trying to
the crime. Sometimes they're just like, "Hey, you monster, I'll come help." Fantastic. Get in the line, please.
Yeah, that's what I would do, and I would just run with them on my tail, hit the next person, they'd bring more, and then when I had a nice substantial bunch, just turn around and puncturing sweep them to death. With my frontal cone, and I did that for like 2 hours, and
Jesus.
The Tales of Arkhaniir will probably not be returning.
They'll be on hiatus till that bounty wears off.
I'm
7 years into the game.
Yeah, maybe by next chapter I'll be ready to play him.
Or he can live in Cyrodiil. There's no guards in Cyrodiil.
This is true.
This is true. He can only roam the lands of Cyrodiil.
Do some PvP on him, yeah. I mean, for the glorious queen, right? Because he is AD, so... I know, I felt dirty just saying that.
Oh, you felt dirty just saying that?
Excuse me, I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
You felt dirty just saying that, but you were okay with killing 42 Nords. I see how it is.
True, but I killed far more of my own kind in Vocal Guard area, yeah. I mean, I was really pretty much indiscriminate when I hit Vocal Guard. If you were an attackable NPC, guess what? You and me, you were not going to get along. So
we have a stay hydrated bot in chat. I don't know where it came from. But it tells us to drink water.
It might have followed me. That I have these weird bots that sometimes follow me around.
And you are the only one who doesn't have water, Lotus.
I know, and ironic that I'm the only one who have water. Like, man,
did you ever get your meat open?
No, I actually tried jamming a pen to just put the cork down, and I'd just drink around it, and I broke the pen in half.
Oh wow, okay.
Well, so yeah, no, I'm just sad and dehydrated.
Just staring at the liquid like, oh man.
It's for you, I guess.
So close.
Well, anyway, that's the end of my tales. I did some PvP to finish some stuff on my main character because I'm sure as heck not going into Murkmire. So, yeah, and then I decided I was going to go on my Nord killing spree in honor of Ark and killed 42 Nords before anything happened. But yeah, that was a thing, and now I'm pretty much banished to the wilderness for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that seems pretty much like how the rest is gonna go feral pretty quickly now.
I'm actually curious how much I lose by next week because I really didn't even look at how much. I'll probably be cleared by next week. Because I feel like
it degrades pretty quickly, but I'm not sure. Because you probably don't have any of the perks in it, right?
No, I definitely don't.
Yeah, so it's degrading at whatever the base level is. Yeah, 8 million's a lot. Because even if that's 1 million it drops a day, that's still, you're not...
Yeah. It's going to be a little while, I think.
It's going to be a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think you're... I would imagine you'd probably lose a few 100,000 a day.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah. I don't know. See, I've never really carried a bounty that high before, so
it's a learning experience.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be able to let people know how long it takes for that to finish, I guess. So.
Right.
But yeah, all right, that's my tales.
All right, that means we can move on to the news. Although, let's leave the community guide for Lotus and Promethean take it away.
Yeah, so there's been a bunch of news lately. I honestly don't even know where to start, really. So I'm going to start with the easy stuff. Announced today, this afternoon. Well, actually, I'm not sure because I saw this before 4:33 p.m. So Gina posted on the forums that they reviewed everybody's feedback about the racial changes that come along with Update 21. And as opposed to one race change token that they were originally giving us all for free, they're now giving us 3 race change tokens and 3 name change tokens. And both of those will be on sale for a limited time after each platform's release of Wrathstone.
Wait, they're giving us one, or
they're giving us 3 of each for free.
Okay, and then they're also going to be on sale.
They will also be on sale. Yep. And I heard like an unofficial release date of Wrathstone as February 22nd. Although don't quote me on that. Yeah,
I would like that.
I mean, it's already on the PTS. So
yeah, but I mean, I want it. Give me it.
Oh yeah, I'm like ready for it as well.
See, and I had heard early March, which would make sense because we always get it after by 2 weeks. So that would put us in early March, which I could see making sense too.
Okay, yeah. So we're getting there. Then we also had Twitch drops for those of you PC. The ESO live events. There was one today, which I'll cover in probably next. That if you are unfamiliar with Twitch drops, you have to be on the stream for at least minutes, and then they go out afterwards. They just ask that you're a little bit patient with that because they don't go out right away. The ESO live on February 15th and Bethesda mainstream on February 26th. All ESO streamers will get Twitch drops during the Morrowind celebration event.
Oh, nice.
On February 8th at 10 a.m. until February 10th. And those will go out starting on the 9th. The ESO stream team will also be getting Twitch drops on February 25th through the 26th.
Can I say something here that I think is... Personally, I find it incredibly annoying that Twitch drops aren't available to every streamer all the time, that they just do this stream team thing. Because let me point out one other thing. Does anyone notice that the amount of people streaming ESO is at probably an all-time low?
Oh.
Like even compared to... No, it's barely anybody.
Really?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just pull this up here on Twitch and do my... Just say, I think Twitch drops are a great way of getting people to watch and more people to actually do it. But you're not going to let people...
Isn't it a lot of watchers, not a lot of streamers, correct?
No. There's not a lot of watchers in general. But I don't think there's not also a lot of streamers either, because a lot of people don't feel like streaming it because there's not people watching it. People aren't watching it because there's not really a reward for actually watching it.
I am in my fourth... okay, there is at least 4 pages of people streaming. Now, obviously, it's not like PUBG or Fortnite.
No,
but nothing's like that.
There are 1,433 viewers at this very point in time. All right, for the Elder Scrolls Online.
It's a very odd time, though. European peoples are asleep. North American peoples are about to sleep.
Yeah.
Diablo 3 has 1,800. Diablo 3 has more.
Okay, yeah,
here's the thing.
BDO has 3,000 at this very odd time. BDO, arguably the most grindy game in the world with no real story whatsoever, is
Elder Scrolls
almost
Online.
doubling the Elder Scrolls Online.
Online is a lot more niche when it comes to streaming.
It's actually... well, it's because no one wants to watch it.
Yeah, let's be honest. It's not because of the rewards or whatever. None of those games reward you for watching it. Elder Scrolls Online is boring to watch for anyone who doesn't play Elder Scrolls Online or Elder Scrolls in general because
true.
It's
I agree. But if there was a reward for actually watching it, more people would.
Hold on. Anyone who doesn't play Elder Scrolls Online would still not benefit from those rewards.
No.
Well, right, unless they were playing.
But more people who play Elder Scrolls Online would even lurk in other people's streams for the rewards, therefore pushing the game higher on the charts so people who may never have heard of the game.
The way to
that
see
part
this,
I agree with.
The way to see this, it's 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning right now. We have 1,400 viewers. And next week, February 10, when everyone has Twitch drops enabled, during the show, it will be enabled, and we'll check back at how many viewers there are.
I think
it won't be a good data analysis, but at least we can see how it
it's an anecdotal thing because that part I do agree with. I do notice the directory is pretty squished when they do have like a Twitch drop event type of thing, as opposed to I'm curious, again, it's anecdotal, so I don't know if it's just what I'm noticing, and it's like, oh yeah, it totally does that. And it's like, actually, it was that one instance, that one time, you idiot. Right. Like, clearly that's not it. It's like, oh, right, that was one thing that I ever noticed, but...
Right. No,
I'm curious
definitely
on that
all
too.
anecdotal, but I bet you when the Twitch drops are enabled, you're going to have way more streamers, and more people are going to be active for the chance of actually getting it. Because you're right, the questing experience, while it's amazing... It really is legitly boring to watch by yourself. Because, I mean, you're like, why would I want to watch someone else quest when I can quest?
Right.
I understand that. I get that. But people would be more liable to lurk if you could get rewards, those Twitch drops for everybody.
I suppose.
And the number would push the game up in the Twitch stream library. Because right now, it's incredibly low. It baffles me and it's odd because the Elder Scrolls Online, look at tomorrow or even actually Monday would probably be a better day because people tend to not be working, but Ark, just for your own frame of reference, on Monday when you would normally stream, look at how many people 10 noon to 10 noon 3 o'clock, whatever. Look at the Elder Scrolls Online, then look at Black Desert, how many people are watching the two different games.
Elder Scrolls Online is an encapsulated community, which is why this is a great community, because it doesn't pull in all the random people from all of the genres and all of the other games.
I think BDO is more niche.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm kind of surprised.
But here's the thing, BDO is even a thing in Turkey.
Well,
you can go onto the street and you can say like, "Hey, do you play Black Desert Online?" "Oh yeah, I know about it." You can say Elder Scrolls Online, and people are like, "No."
You're right, and I think it would probably even be higher on the Twitch list, and people would probably know more about it if people were streaming it.
Here's the thing: variety streamers don't stream Elder Scrolls Online. They don't do it. So people like who has
but variety
7
streamers don't
million
stream
followers.
BDO either because it's insanely grindy.
No, but I've seen them do it. More. Just an example. At my company, people have Black Desert Online. We are a different company. We have nothing to do with Black Desert. People have Black Desert Online mouse pads.
That's actually really funny.
I went to work with my Elder Scrolls Online shirt. No one recognized it. I was like, what? Come on. I mean, this is a video games company. Even if it's mobile, at least someone had to notice it, but no.
Yeah.
So it's like Black Desert Online is a lot more out there than Elder Scrolls Online.
I would believe that.
I think the other thing too is it kind of, and this has, I'm not sure like logistics wise how this impacts things, but personally as someone who doesn't stream and who occasionally watches a Twitch stream, I don't go out of my way because I know that I don't get any benefit as a person. So there's no point in me watching when I can be playing if I'm not going to get anything out of it.
Yeah, but here, that's not what Twitch is about. You guys are missing the point. I mean, if someone is watching just because of the rewards, that's not going to help ESO in any way. Let's say We have 1,400 viewers on Elder Scrolls Online Directory right now. Let's say they enabled the drops. It brought in 3,000 more. 4,400 viewers.
Mm-hmm.
That's not high enough to affect ESO's visibility on overall Twitch directories.
I disagree.
No, I would
agree.
No.
I would agree.
If you're watching MMOs, if you're interested in MMOs in general, you're searching for a very specific tag, that would be available.
Yeah.
And it would show up higher.
Okay, let's try this then. MMO RPG.
What's in there. And I guess it's not the rule. I guess I probably phrased that wrong, but I understand that like interacting on Twitch, like that there's a thriving community there. But it would draw me in with the reward to go and watch streamers.
And I'm not saying that's what it's for. I'm saying BDO doesn't offer any of these rewards, and yet they triple or quadruple our numbers almost every day.
Yeah, but again, BDO is not the same. It's not about the rewards. If people are not gonna watch, like not enough people are going to watch Twitch just because of those rewards. It's not going to happen.
Sure, but he's just saying it's a bump in numbers.
It's a bump in numbers, and more variety streamers and stuff like that would play ESO if they knew there was an audience to watch. If they're doing this for a full-time job, right, they're not going to play ESO realizing they're not going to get numbers. It doesn't matter who the person is, right?
What I'm trying to say is, just because you enable drops is not going to give that huge of a boost. That's what I'm trying to say.
When they enable it,
think about this.
Look at how much.
They probably have an entire team focused on this. Analyzing data, how it affects things. If it was that beneficial, they would have just enabled drops at all times, like 100% of the time. But the more you enable the drops, the more people will go like, at least this is my opinion, the more people will be like, oh, okay, I can tune in tomorrow, I can tune in whenever I want. So
I don't know. Every time drops are enabled, I even put one on and then just sit there.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
It was
like
enabled,
every single day.
Okay, look. If it was enabled all the time, if you were getting gems 100% of the time like crazy, you accumulate, I don't know, 5,000 gems, it's gonna stop being important. People are gonna stop caring. Like you have, like the amount of gold you have. Do you care about the 100k gold reward at this point?
I've gotten it every single month.
Because you log in every day. Is it because like, oh my god, I gotta get this 100k gold?
Well, yeah, that's how I buy more houses. I
mean, okay, you're a wrong person to ask this.
Yeah, I mean, really, I don't understand what's going on here, but I'm like, yeah, no,
But my point is,
I've never missed 100k reward.
If you give people something every day, all the time, it's gonna lose its importance, and that number, maybe for like couple months, you'll see a bump. But that's going to dissipate over time. What they may be going for is keep this exclusive and have those bumps in the view for 2 days, but a huge, with more numbers. That may be more beneficial to overall visibility. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a data analyst.
Funny, Sinister Souls literally just said what point I was about to make. If they somehow decided to remember that there are some of us who play on console, because there are a lot of us that play on either PS4 or an Xbox, and I'm not sure of what the logistics are to it.
Yeah, that's
and
the problem.
I'm sure it's kind of a nightmare, specifically dealing with Sony.
Yeah.
Which normally I would have assumed that Microsoft would be the holdup, but it's become more and more apparent that Sony is this generation the holdup. Mm-hmm. The only thing, again, not sure the logistics of the situation, but another game that I like and is very popular, Warframe, for those of you that have played it or know what Warframe is. Recently, they got Twitch drops to work on console even. So it's clearly even doable at this point, because that was the big thing, was they wanted them and everybody got them on PC. And it was right before Christmas, and I'm not sure the exact time, but they were like, oh, we're glad to announce that everybody now gets Twitch drops. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's like a big thing. And I'm kind of hoping that maybe that means that ESO will follow suit. I mean, not so much even for me, because there's not much I'm going to buy with them or whatever with the gems, but a lot of people like those. Like, same thing, daily login rewards, getting crown crates and stuff like that. I saw a lot of people miss that. And it's Inklings brought up, when was the last time we got a crown crate as a login reward?
Couple months, I think.
Yeah,
I think they do it every...
I believe he said October.
I think it was October.
Yeah,
because November we got Murkmire.
Yes.
And December we got hats.
Yep.
It'll happen again when there's a new...
I already had bought years ago, so I didn't get anything from those because you can't get them again.
It will happen again when there is a new crown crate season, I believe.
Well,
and
we
also,
have one.
like... What?
We got the Zanmir crates. And
didn't we get Zanmir crates as rewards?
No.
Well, I'm glad we didn't, because it drops Argo. Also, here's the thing. Daily rewards were added completely as complimentary stuff.
Oh yeah,
and now we are like they are giving us free stuff, but not the free stuff that we wanted.
No.
Well, that's why I'm like, because
it's a marketing term. When you add daily login reward, it keeps people engaged, and the hope is that they keep coming back.
Maybe you'll do more.
But I mean, they get to decide how engaged they want us to be. They could do like, hey, we are giving 15 crown crates per day, and everyone would log in every day. But
that sure would.
Apparently, it's not worth in their sense of marketing. So you can be like, why are they not giving us crown crates? Because apparently it's not worth it. It's either not pulling in enough people, or people are getting into the game regardless of what you give. So
could also be taking away revenue too,
right? Because it is still a business, so they gotta, you still want to make sure that, like, from their perspective, you want to get enough to entice people and not cut into what people are doing. But then at the same time, if people aren't touching it, then it's like, okay, well, we want to give them something so they at least know what it is.
Yeah.
Keep it to the forefront, but don't shoot yourself in the foot type of deal.
Yeah. In-game economy with free things and whatnot, it's a very delicate balance. It's like that's why they hire people. People study for this. There's like, if you go study game design, there are classes in like how to make people spend more. While they teach this in universities. It's a matter of academic manipulation at this point. So
it's funny
I assume they know what they're doing.
So many different aspects that you need to account for because people play so differently or want different things. Because some people, like, one of the big things that I've heard, people love. Well, I guess from my perspective, I feel like I'm almost all side of the fence of what everybody else wants. Okay, well, this is weird because I guess I'm happy when they get what they want, but it's usually not what I want, because people are like, I want crown crates, and I'm like, nah, I don't care about it. And people are like, well, everybody kind of liked the 100,000 gold. That was nice. But I'm like,
I can give or take it.
Well, I like the consistent incomes. Give me gold, give me AP, give me Telvar stones. Those things are great to me because I'm using that in game anyway. Cool, whatever. But then, like, the one that I found was a huge mixed bag was the DLC. Well, if you're subbed, that's basically like nothing to you because you're subbed. But then people like me who sub to get crowns to literally buy the DLC, I'm like, okay, well, now I don't even have anything to spend it on. So that was my go-to. So that was incredible. DLC. Well, and that's just it. I made a joke a while back when I was talking to some people about, like, they're coming up with ways to prevent me from spending money, which I think is weird because I can't get a collector's edition because it doesn't exist this time. And I'm one of the people who would that always buys the collector's edition. You gave me the Murkmire DLC, which was a guaranteed money from me. I was like, if they give away the dungeon pack as a login reward, I might as well just sell my crowns off because I have nothing to buy more because you're just going to give me the content.
I mean, besides, I'm happy with the experience scrolls as well because I absolutely despise leveling any character. But I will have to level 1 for Necromancer, so...
Yeah, that is true. I'm going to put them in the vault because Guaranir's got one level left, I think. So it's like he's pretty much done on leveling. So it's like I won't play a necromancer, but I want to mess around with it like I did with the warden. I want to know just what it has at its disposal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's like, man, I would really. So I'm just going to bank all.
I want to try tanking with it. See what happens.
Yeah, healing with it to me sounds the most interesting. Yeah. Healing sounds really weird. The necromancer.
I mean, it sounds that's not healing. That's reviving.
Well,
it's a different subject.
It's sort of, yeah, but it's like, okay, so kill that guy, and now I'm nuke his husk, and all his essence are going to hit you guys.
Yeah,
that is weird.
The way a necromancer heals, like you are already low health. You are like on the ground, just trying to get to your friends, trying to get to safety, crawling, and your healer's a necromancer. So what he does, he comes up to you, he stabs you, takes that last bit of health away, you die. Then he revives you, and there you go, you're healed. It's a bit of, not in the exact way of healing, but it would work.
On the bright side, it leaves lots of room where you don't need quick reflexes. It's like, it's fine, he needs to die anyway, so pick him up.
This is fine.
This is fine. This is all fine. Instead of a dog at the table, it's just all your DPS.
Wow, we are, by the way, an hour and a half in, so I guess we should.
Yeah, we're really
news.
Oh yeah. All right. Yes. So back to the Twitch drops. It's good. We've got some special events. Kev Do It is doing a Game Changer charity stream. He's raising money for the Game Changer charity. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but if you're familiar with it, awesome. Rubensky's streaming event. It's like they're introducing communities to each other while streaming. If you're interested, that includes Bert Firkins, Kyle Dempster Studios, Retired 844, Rubinsky, Tita Kajit, and Tianlin. They'll all be introducing each other to each other, or I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, that's a fantastic crew of people, though.
Yeah.
Those are all super nice people.
Yeah. And then there's also the ESO after. I didn't give dates on any of these. I'm sorry. Kev Do It is on the 8th of February. Rubinsky's stream is on the 10th. And ESO After Charity is on February 17th. And that will be Bert Firkins and JDUI3. And they're raising money for the American Pitbull Foundation.
Ooh.
All right. So that's Twitch drops. Speaking of the first one, which was the ESO live stream, which happened today. There's just some quick things to mention that Gina and Jess brought up beforehand. If you didn't watch the stream, they went over the Arkhaniir private arena house. They took a little tour of that. And so if you're interested, that's the home that's already got an arena built into it. And then after that, and some wonderful technical difficulties, we got to see them run Frostvault. So let's just go through this real quick. Wrathstone PTS on Monday will have the EU character copies, and North American characters will be wiped. Elsewhere will be playable at PAX East. Same deal as last year. It will be held during PAX, but you do not need a PAX badge to go. It's somewhere off-site. There's a Morrowind Celebration chapter coming up. They said more details next week. Cullen Lee showed off that. Oh, go ahead.
I think I gotta mention during ESO Live, I'm not sure, but one of my Twitter follows, Goddess of Midnight, we talked back and forth a lot during the speculations weeks, and I once sent to Finn, Mike Finnegan, the dungeon lead, when he posted something about the Wrathstone DLC. I was like, no one mentioned the speed clicking hard mode mechanic, Finn. Where's my clicky boss? Because there was an event where everybody had to non-stop click on the Wrathstone tablet on Twitch. And Goddess of Midnight just sent me a tweet saying, Frostvault click mechanic was confirmed on TESO Online Live today by Fininator to be because of your suggestion. So now I have to go watch the entire thing again after the show.
Yeah, like
awesome.
I think it's at the end. So in case you're
wait, did you hear it?
So good.
Did you? Were you there, Promethean?
Yeah, I did watch it. Yep. He didn't mention you by name, so I wasn't sure who said it.
Yeah, he probably doesn't remember with the because that's the thing. He responds to so much crap that I throw at him when I'm just egging him on about how like his dungeons don't need healers and stuff.
Yeah,
and like sometimes he's joking, and sometimes he just like super aggressively tells me to go screw, and it's hilarious because he'll put like a ridiculous GIF with it too. And I'm like, this guy is gonna get so much crap about all of this.
I love Finn.
Yeah, he's fun.
Let's
I also
see
hate
what
Finn,
else.
but
yeah, don't we all?
Yeah, that too.
So, for those of you housing fanatic, the private arena is a manor-sized home, 700 slots with ESOTU plus, 350 without. The other new house will be a medium house. It's called Frostvault Canyon. Not quite sure what that one looks like or is, but I'm sure you can find
a Dwemer dungeon in a cave. Sort of.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a very open area. It's a massive cave with Dwemer platforms as the house. So it's not like encapsulated, but it's open space, but Dwemer in a cave thing.
Okay. Let's see. So if anybody wanted the official count of how many times the trailer during the live stream, it was 7 times total. Before they figured out everything. It was a running joke, so they were quite aware, and they even tweeted out a little thing that said, "We heard you like our trailers," right after right when they got going. So the Frostfall dungeon is in Eastmarch. This Thariah will be there. They're also updating her outfit, and that will retroactively change the one in Valenfell as well.
Oh, that's cool.
I won't go over the actual dungeon itself in case you want to go in blind. Give any of those away. If you did watch the stream, they obviously are going to show you all the mechanics. So if you don't want to know that, don't watch the ESO live stream. At the end, you get the Wrathstone tablet, or half of it. That's been pretty well put out there. Let's see. And they said there's going to be a couple changes coming to PTS Monday. That will make it a little bit easier as far as hard mode goes during the final boss fight, for those of you who are able to test that. Let's see. All right, and we've got another super exciting gifting event. If you're interested at all, it is the same setup at time during the winter one where you got the Griffin Pet. This time you get the Pink Pearl Pig. It's basically just a little pink pig, the stereotypical one that you would see. An important note, since quite a lot of people were pretty upset that the Snowcap Griffin Pet went into the Crown store after we had done the gifting event, and it's at somewhat of a low price, myself included in that. I was upset because I think I probably spent 1,200 crowns on the gift to get that. So, I mean,
how much is it?
1,200 crowns.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's like the equivalent of just like you could have gifted it or bought it. Basically.
Yeah.
Or you could have just
we
gifted
actually brought that up,
crown
but we
item.
wanted it to be more to make it entice you to gift.
And for ESO Plus people, I think it's like 1080 crowns. So like,
okay, that's a little awkward.
So important to note, I'll break down the rules, but this one will not be sold for this event. You cannot get it in the Crown store after this. The only way to get it is to do the gifting. If you are not around during the holiday one back in like December, I think, the stipulation on this is it has to occur between February 1st at 2 a.m. and March 1st at 2 a.m. The gifts must be sent to at least 2 different accounts, and it must be of a total of 1,000 crowns. It has to be same platform and same region. So it's not 1,000. There's a little note on there. It says not 1,000 crowns per gift, but 1,000 crowns total. However you choose to hit that, 500 and 500, 400 and 600, whatever you want. And you can do more than 2. It just has to hit 1,000 between 2. They make that very clear here. You'll receive the pet by March 13th if you participate in this event. The final
pigs, just real quick, just because it was pretty funny on the feed, because the Twitter thread below that was a mix of hostile complaints about like, okay, you're just going to sell this later. Blah.
Yeah.
However, the account that everybody recently follows, myself included, the Elder memes, as well as several other people, because that guy is a lunatic. I from just the way he refers to himself, I think it's a guy, but regardless, whoever runs that account is a lunatic. But they're very funny. And their response on that thread was, "Oh, don't worry, I already have one." Did a picture of the white meat thing from the in-game already. To which the actual TESO online account was just like this horrified GIF, and it was like a fork below it, and it was very entertaining because people ended up jumping on that more than anything else. So.
That's hilarious. Let's see. So the last news article that I'm gonna briefly go over, because it's pretty dense, was from the 31st. It says face Meridia's minions within the depths of Malatar, which I was kind of bummed they didn't do this one for the ESO live today, but that's a different story.
Frostvault, trust me, Frostvault is a much more fun dungeon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm really excited for Depths of Malatar. I just want to, like, I don't know why, but I'm like more intrigued. I don't think the Dwemer are cool, but I don't know. This one is really intriguing me for some reason.
Well, it's like Moonhunter Keep visually pale so hard in comparison to March of Sacrifices.
Yes.
Because March of Sacrifices is absolutely gorgeous artwork.
Yeah.
I mean, Depths of Malatar was difficult on normal. With just but
interesting.
See, then I'm excited. So right off the bat, it says, before you can open the halls of Colossus, Abner Tharn, powerful Wrathstone, your quest to claim both halves of the ancient tablet begins in the depths of Malatar, an all-new challenging 4-player dungeon that brings unique rewards to Tamriel's undaunted adventurers. So, if you haven't watched...
We are undaunted.
Oh boy.
Undaunted.
We are undaunted.
That's such a good song.
We were so in sync. Amazing guy.
Yeah, it was like we were playing. We were the voice actors.
Promethean.
Yes.
I require this of you. I want you to sing the Undaunted song in your Argonian voice.
Oh my god, I don't even know if I could do it. Okay, I'm not so next week. I will have looked up the entire lyrics to it. There's actual verses to it, and I will sing it in my Argonian voice to the best
Mark,
that I can.
Put it on the notes. We gotta remember to ask him.
I'll remember. I'll remember.
Oh, man,
I'll also
about this.
I will write down as many of the Nord jokes as I can, and I will recite them in the Argonian voice as well.
I love all of this.
I'm loving this. Yeah.
Oh, I am. Yes, we can do this.
Yo, right, Argonian callback.
Yeah.
Yep. It's in the notes.
Yeah. All
perfect.
Right, awesome. So, Garlus Malatar is the setting for Depths of Malatar. It was built... Oh, wait. So, I have this kind of backwards in my head. But Fort Mistwatch was built within the Ruins Entry. Okay, that makes sense now. So, a lot of this will be very similar to Garlus Malatar in Oblivion, which I didn't remember being in there, but they said they took a lot of inspiration from the actual dungeon that you can go to in the Elder Scrolls 3, I think, 4.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of similarities between it. You'll see Thariah again, and also her dead husband, Quintus. In order to venture deep into the heart of Malatar, pass through those who came before, which include empowered Imperial soldiers kept alive by Meridia, monstrous Daedric beasts, and they're looking to hunt you. One of the really cool fights in here is, as opposed to the traditional open room fights that you go through in many of the dungeons, you actually have to hide behind boxes and crates and things to fight the boss. After you've made your way past the Imperials, you discover a shrine and claim the relic. And there's going to be 3 new unique gear sets that are themed to all of the different bosses as usual. So the one that they feature in the article is Auroran's Thunder, and the 5-piece bonus, since that's what most people look for. Says when you damage a nearby enemy with a single target ability, you get a cone of lightning. Let's see. In addition, you can also get the monster mask, which is the Symphony of Blades monster mask and the corresponding shoulders. And then there's some feedback about the cosmetic. And then, that's it on that one. And the skins for these dungeons, I can't remember where I saw this, but a lot of them you just have to beat it on veteran. You don't have to do the setup for challenges anymore for these ones.
I don't.
So, so it says with Rastone you only need to complete the veteran difficulty of the dungeon in order to get a new skin, rather than a collection of the achievement. Yeah, no, I'm actually kind of excited about that. Because I complete most of them on veteran, but getting the other stuff is a little difficult.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like, you gotta give people who are able to complete them something, or something else if you are giving the skins away for veteran.
Yeah, I see both sides of it, but I am excited to finally get a skin. I have none still, but
yeah, I mean, the only one that I ever have a problem with, the speedrun, fine. The hard mode, fine. It's always the no death. Because it's not I can't die, it's no one can die. And I don't like things that are out of my control, including my DPS that occasionally explode or something.
It's in your control, just don't bring them.
Well, alright, yeah.
Bring good players.
9.5 hours later, tank solo.
Alright, one more thing I want to mention from ESO Live. Apparently, this is either a leak or they did it on purpose, but this is a screenshot of the housing panel. And under services, we see banking assistance with 3 items in it, merchant assistance with 5 items in it, storage with 8 items on it. In the 3 banking assistance tab that is opened, there is Casus Andronicus the Mercenary, Packbor Banker, and Tithys Androme the Banker. So we are looking at this, at least 8 more assistants. And I'm actually quite happy about this because I don't want a Dunmer dude in my houses. Why is he there? Who put him in there? Why is he in charge of my bank? Like,
can I say something I think would be even cooler?
Yeah.
That they don't sell an assistant, they sell an assistant job, and you can essentially make one of your alts that job.
Oh, that would be really cool.
There's a board. There's a board there. I mean,
I think that's a winning one right there. So you pick it, you assign it to one of your characters. Not saying you couldn't play them, but it will take your character.
That model that would be very creative.
Also, I hope they overhaul the assistants as well, so they have the full functionality. So I can justify paying 5,000 crowns for one.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'd like to be able to repair my gear at Newsy.
Yes.
That essentially gets rid of the need for a crown or any repair kits, if that's the case, and you have one. I mean,
who buys crown repair kits, to be honest?
Oh, I don't buy them, but from doing my writs each day, I have, the last time I checked, 147 grand repair kits.
But then I wouldn't care if they become
obsolete. Oh, no, sure. No. I mean, it's kind of an old... I don't know how... I know some people buy the crown ones, but I don't even know how much those cost.
Also, I think I forgot to shout out Riastrad subbed for 4 months in a row just a while ago, but we were in a deep discussion.
Yeah, my phone died when I was trying to be happy.
Thank you so much, Riastrad. Much appreciated.
I also wanted to point out that Sinister Souls James made a very, very brilliant comment in chat.
I don't see it.
Calm down, you genius, Joey.
Just saying.
No, I actually am a big fan of that, because then Guarnir could just follow me around.
Yes!
Wow. What a day that would be.
Yep.
And if only we could get them to add voice tracks.
Oh,
I'm
man.
sworn to carry your burdens.
Should we
sound test
show?
number 245?
This is the.
Would you like
test.
me to carry that, or would you like me to start another audio test?
This is audio test.
Audio test for Tales of Tamriel episode 194.
Perfect. My banker is ready, Zon.
It's only bad when the audio test number gets higher than the episode number.
That's true. See, so I take it all back. We do that, I will consider buying a cosmetic thing, and I will buy myself a banker if I can do that.
That's great. That's all the news. Oh, Lotus, your phone died. Did you want me to briefly go over the community guide for?
Yes, actually, if you wouldn't mind, because I'm shuffling like for screen now.
That's fine.
All right, I need a moment of silence because I'll need to drop the call and get. Oh wait, if I drop the call, do you all drop? Or no? It will just be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're the caller, yeah, we'll all die.
Let's see. I feel like there is a little bit cutting, like in the audio, but I don't know if it's just me or if it's Discord or if the OBS is.
You sound okay from my side.
Yeah, you guys sound fine for me as well.
Okay, well, chat. Are my co-hosts are cutting off every?
Yeah, do I sound like crap more than usual?
Yeah,
it's not an audio thing. It's just like Discord is losing packages, so it's
just the sound drop thing, or the scrambly robot thing, or
just the sound drop right now. At least that's what. But no one mentioned anything in chat either. So you guys can let us know if there's a problem. We can work on a fix. That said, you can go for the.
Okay, so this was going to be Lotus because his network segment, but since he's got his technical difficulties, I'll take it.
Yes, you're our networking person this week.
I'll network to the best of my ability. So there was the community guides for January, which are always fun. If you're a new or veteran player, these are always a good place to go. I actually looked at one of these to help me with some mechanics for one of the dungeons for Falkreath Hold, actually. So to figure out what I can maybe do better on that dungeon. So we've got beginner's guides, which have Dots Gaming, how to build your character for success, Kyle Dempster Studios ESO map add-on. Let's see, we've got Shimmer and her ultimate beginner's guide to Cyrodiil, Sherman's Gaming, rotations and how they help, which I highly recommend watching that one because rotations make a huge, huge difference.
Oh, yeah.
Then we've got our advanced guides, which start with Zyno and his All About Mechanics for Falkreath Hold, which is the one that I watched, and I will highly recommend this one as it was good and helped me out.
He knows a lot of people I know. He seems like a nice dude. I haven't talked to him like much myself, but he seems like a nice guy from what I've been to from people I'm with.
So I just kind of assumed since he made guides that he, and it turns out that he actually runs PS4. Watching, he had all the little PS4 controls on the bottom, and I was
yes, he plays PS4 EU. Is his
okay, yeah, that makes sense because he's got like a British accent. I was like, but yeah, I was like, oh, so that's cool. It's always nice to see, a PS4 person making guides and stuff. Then we've got Curry Gaming, ESO 101, all about dailies. Then there's some builds. We've got Fear Turbo, Mazels, Veteran, Asylum, Sanctorium, Interrupter, Magicka Sorcerer.
That's a solid name right there.
Right, yeah. Fextra Life and ESO Templar Tank build. Hack the Minotaur, a Stamina Dragon Knight PvP build.
Oh, I'm gonna look at that.
Ripper is what comes after. I don't know if that's the name he's given to it.
I'm not gonna look into that because that's an Arkhaniir. Carry on.
That's actually all of them. Bottom thing, it says that's it. Thank you to the above community creators for the kick-ass builds and guides. So having not watched any of these except for Zynodes, I can highly attest to at least some of these, as I've seen some of their streams and things, that they're all amazing people, and I would recommend checking out all of them if you're new or looking for some of the information on here. As with everybody, they're all great people. So Lotus, I don't know if you maybe know any of them more than I do.
Sort of, like I said, the Zine recently.
Now Lotus is cutting off for me.
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna drop the call and get you all back in.
Okay.
Let's see if that helps us. This may have broken everything else. Oh, there we go. We are all back. Maybe this.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Hello.
We can continue.
Hi.
All right. Hopefully that helped. Yeah, Zynode I know was on Tenants, and I believe was off the record recently because he's been doing a lot with what do you call it, the racial clarifications since people got bent out of shape over that. But yeah, he seems like he definitely knows what he's talking about. And like I say, I know some people that are friends with him and stuff, and he seems like a generally pretty nice guy from what I've seen. Obviously, Kyle Dempster is a funny dude over at the Tenants podcast. I'm trying to think. I don't know Shimmer I know of her, but don't know her specifically. Dots. The only real way I know Dots, but again, seems really knowledgeable. He put out that chart when everybody was bent out of shape about racials with the literal calculations.
Oh, that was his.
Yeah.
His chart.
That was. I'm pretty sure that was his because that's where I first saw it retweeted from. Was him.
Okay.
So I think that was him that posted it on Reddit. I apologize if it's not. I'm pretty sure that was him. And if it wasn't him, it was him who propagated it because that's how it came into my hands. So yeah, if that's the case, he definitely seems like he at least knows what he's talking about. But no, from what I'm aware of, that seems like a pretty solid group of people that they've got for that event this time, or this kind of community highlight event. So
yes.
All right.
A different. As I'm scrolling back through here, if you don't do your crafting writs, please do those. You'll make
do your writs. Hashtag do your writs. Make
That's my public
Inkling
service
proud.
announcement.
Yep. Do your writs.
Do your writs.
Always
Okay,
do
then.
your writs.
Always. It's free money.
It is. I made about even on only 4 characters, I made so much so fast.
You make so much so quickly.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's wrap this up because we are nearing 2 hours mark. Although the recording won't be, but since we restarted at some point with the recording. But yeah, it's 8:30 a.m. Wow. So, Aggelos, where can actually no, I'm gonna leave you to last so you can do the outro. Lotus, where can people find you?
It's your gift and your curse. You can find me on Twitter, where I am Lotus of Doom. That's pretty much me everywhere except Twitch. We'll have a small celebration if Twitch ever actually gives me my name. But since nobody has my name, I'm not really sure what the holdup is. So, I'm Lotus OD on Twitch. If you ever see me floating around in chat or popping into random streams or whatever, that's me. But yeah, it's super easy to get a hold of me on Twitter. That's my main form of communication, and I'm just Lotus of Doom over there.
All right, Promethean, what about you?
You can find me on Twitter and on PlayStation if you want at Promethean99. I don't stream, unfortunately, so that's where you'll find me.
All right, well, you can find me over at anything that is Arkhaniir, twitter.com/Arkhaniir, twitch.tv/Arkhaniir, or Arkhaniir@gmail.com if you send me an email. That is ARKHANIIR. And Aggelos, where can people find you? And please do the show outro because I'm too tired to do.
You can find me in the description below because there'll be a link to where I'm found at. But you can follow everything we do over at DungeonCrawlerNetwork.com. There you find links to all of our social media, including Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Be sure to check out our Patreon program at patreon.com/DungeonCrawlerNetwork if you want to help support the show. You can also consider leaving us a 5-star review on iTunes so people know that we are a real podcast, that we say real words. Sometimes they matter. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Tales of Tamriel. We'll see you guys later.
Very good night, everyone. And I did not set
Bye.
See you guys.
Akatosh slew Lorcan, he ripped his heart right out. He hurled it across Tamriel, and the heart was heard to shout, red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Seer it fell, and like a dart shot to its mark down in an alien well. Magic effused the Lorcan blood to crystal red and strong. Then wild elves cut and polished it down to chimel at a ball. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. When elves lost Nirn to men, Akatosh gave the stone to Saint Alesh in token of her right to sit the throne. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect us till the end. Red diamond, protect us till the end.